As well, we open on the New York skyline about 9 p.m. as well the year 1976. Rather turbulent time current administration, as the country is getting through some rather much needed reforms, one might say. You are at the end of spring, beginning of summer. The air is pleasant tonight, as you have been invited to a meeting to discuss a contract, someone's life. The meeting will be happening with your main FBI contact that has sort of handled a lot of the operational security and has been your main point of information regarding this. As you, step through the doors of the Belmont Hotel. Rather small place. Clean. Not opulent, but definitely, to the knowing eye, luxurious. As you will be escorted into a private meeting room. As well, your contact, Mr. Anderson, is already there, smoking as you enter. Gestures for you to take a seat. Good evening.
A pleasure.
Fine evening to you as well.
He takes another drag of the cigar and exhales a long puff of smoke. I presume you're both slightly informed of the job I need you to perform.
Save will just nod.
Killing a public official. Got that part.
Mr. Dixon, well, just say he has fallen on the wrong side of the tracks. He's gonna push over the table pile. You need this to be, well, rather messy and public. There will be an opportunity. 3 days. And do this, and the reward will be good. Make it messy, make it, gory. We might throw in a bonus for you. Mr. Dixon is landing from abroad. He'll be walking. Second, I remember New York has a budget. He'll be landing at the JFK airport. And here's in the file, you'll be able to see the route plans to take back on his home. I leave the details of the execution to you. It can provide some basic equipment if you need, depending on what you requisition. If you have any questions.
As she'll look over, she'll be looking it over. She'll ask, "See a paranoid man? Any bodyguards we need to worry about?"
Nothing too special. Standard security. Probably 2, maybe 3 if you include the driver. He is he is well connected within the local administration. Has a lot of money, so well, depending on how slow you move, there might be a private security company being deployed on site that arrives there before the police. Yes, in case you were wondering, we'll make sure that police are properly delayed, but can't account for other factors. So.
You mentioned Messi. What about collateral?
Preferable none. If you kill his security agents, we don't mind. Civilian casualties are unacceptable. We will be deducting from your payment based on that.
Understood.
Stuff will nod at that.
I know you're both professionals at this. I expect to keep that reputation. He's gonna just sort of hand you like a business card. It looks like one. It just kind of has his name and a code on it and says, if you need anything, show this at the hotel's reception and they'll reach out to me.
All right.
There's nothing else?
But does the file mention arrival of when he arrives? Or
Yeah, it gives like a full details
Ah,
schedule.
gotcha. Okay, so in that case, Gustav will just say, "That's it for me. Everything I need is in the file here."
Like I said, if you need extra supplies, weapons, armament, you can fill in a requisition form and we'll have them at a dead drop in 2 days. If not, I bid you good evening. Gonna get up and take his leave.
So Ava will look at her coworker. She'll just say, "Scope. Want to go scope out the route? Find the good location."
Aye. I prefer myself shoot from a nice. Do you like it up close and personal, or are you more of a marksman?
I can do both.
I personally prefer it up far, so let's go find, at least for me, a nice lookout location. You can stay on the ground and wait in case he survives or tries to get away.
Gonna say, are any of you? Because I don't think Ava's from New York, right?
No, she is not.
Gustav from New York.
Yeah, sadly, no, he's Cuban American, so he lives where all most Cuban American live.
Yeah, it's fine.
I could have tactically placed him in New York, but I'm not a hack.
No, sadly, Ava was born and raised in Tel Aviv.
Yeah. Gustav, what you might call a Florida man.
They're still American though, so you
Yeah.
might still. Let me look at this.
Have the gestalt memories.
Uh, you can give me a no roll.
And the super focus.
Yeah, yeah, like one crit. 'Cause you are not from New York.
Ah, it's too basic.
Listen. The name of this like official, it's familiar. You don't probably heard it in the news or somewhere. Like it's rings a bell. You don't know too much about him, unless you want to do research on that.
No, I don't particularly. This is simple drop. There's the identity of the guy is not much interest. We got all we need. Listen. My Gustav's first guess probably someone from the south by that name, but it's a complete random fucking guess.
Yeah. If you want, you can definitely. I will remind you. For Eva, you do just in fact right now have a pistol, so everything in your gear, if you want better weapons, you need to requisite that. Have the money to buy them. And
I was going to say, yeah, she will be requisitioning. She will be requisitioning primarily a shotgun. And because she'll be the one operating on the ground, yeah, she would need requisition things to cover her face, cover her identity.
yeah, no, those would be not a problem. The reason I'm more concerned with the gear is because it's in that price you're paying as cash. I also include the fact that you can have them on you, sort of, so smuggle them through security, that sort of the background. But yeah, no, they'll be able to provide you with a shotgun. That's within budget.
They want gory, they want violent.
Yes. Yeah. As yeah. And both. Actually, one of you should roll because you're just gonna get help. So whoever has the best. Detect.
I think that'd be me because I have a total of 5 dice compared to her 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you roll, and you get like a bonus of 1.
What difficulty?
1 crit.
Understood. I'll do a normal reroll. What is an extreme?
Yeah. So, what do you want to know? Much. Are able to map out and scout like the entire road from the airport to his home. Rather luxurious mansion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mostly looking at basic layout, for example, like the street that lead to the thing, the potential vantage points for myself. Also, maybe like a nice place where, for example, there's a single road with no space to evade to the left or the right. Stuff like that. I'm not sure if I can get away. The ideal case, somewhere with a nice, easily accessible vantage point, with a road where there is no quick side path to evade.
Well, I was gonna say that's like the vantage point. Yes, that you can find that. Block the road might be difficult on its own, but there are places where if one was to place spike traps, you could easily block access, and even if the car veers that way, it just kind of blow off the tires. Like there will be just like small side streets, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can set up an ambush.
Yeah.
And bears basically have the spike traps put there just
Requisition.
before, yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if you have any other desires, questions.
I think that's it for me. That's initially it for me. Yeah. Probably like I'll probably be like
Yeah, so then you'll probably both of you will spend the next day or so figuring the best spot, and it's about like 2/3 of the way to his home. You get your weapon, the the spike traps for the car, so you can block certain areas of the like booby trap, basically the side streets. And well, you will be able to set up in the vantage point. You probably have to rent out a small rickety apartment which will kind of give you full sight on the street below.
I'll try to aim for the. I'll tell like Ava. I'll try to aim. I'll provide fire support to take out portable security and the driver even. I'll leave the execution up to you with the shotgun.
Aye. I handle Dixon.
And so unless there's anything else she wants to discuss, you'll get up in this apartment and begin setting up a little spot. After setting up the rest, of course.
Yeah, as well, everything you start prepping. Time will go by, and eventually it's the day of the kill. An evening on the 1st of June, as well, presumably you probably lay the spike traps on the side street, and I would assume Ava is sort of waiting for the car to pass by, so you deploy like another spike trap to like block it from being able to go back.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
So as you are all in wait, you know what? You can give me a shoot.
Is this medium? I assume this is medium range.
Would be medium.
Yeah, so I'll get a +1. Yeah, so
Get a +2 because of your vantage point
understood.
and the surprise. So I assume you are aiming for the driver.
Yes, as I said before in the plan, yeah, the driver, yeah. Leave Dixon to Ava. Critical, I assume?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I'll do a free reroll to see if I can get even more. Good, nothing more.
Still another basic. So yeah. As Ava, you see the SUV sort of drive by as well. As it passes, you lay down the spike trap and get into position as you hear the gunfire coming from up above. As Gustav, you hit your target as the driver sort of veers into nearby parked cars as the vehicle slightly crashes. But you're pretty sure the guy is dead, or at least bleeding out in the front.
Yeah.
As you see, like the car doors immediately sort of pop open, as there's like 3 security agents that sort of take cover. I also want to.
Understood, yeah. Gustav will just right covering fire and leave Dixon to her. Yeah.
I wanna get this right for Sergeant Goons. So yeah, so as you'll see the security agents sort of come out as they'll, like, you can immediately see they're like probably radioing and more reinforcements. Your target has taken cover inside the car, probably hidden behind one of the chairs. What do the two?
Well, try to shoot security agents. Ideally, the guy currently radioing in.
Yep. Well, it's a 1 basic. We'll get a -1 because bulletproof vest.
Yeah, it balances out because the rifle gives me medium, so yeah. I'll free reroll that. Oh. I said the difficulty crit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 1 basic.
Yeah, I know, but I'll free rerolls to see. Maybe it's more. And unless it doesn't do anything, Grunt.
No, because if you get like 2 basic.
Understood then. Understood. That's a crit.
Yeah, that'll be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
you like shoot, you catch the guy who's like clearly radioing in through the window and collapses on the ground. Ava, I presume you're moving in.
Yes, moving in, yeah.
Give me a shoot roll as well.
Shoot.
I'll remind you. I assume you're starting with the pistol because we're at medium range.
Yes, yeah.
So you will be getting a -1 because they do have a bullet. Yes. And
All right.
The difficulty is 1 basic.
Okay, just check. I've set difficulty to basic, set the bonus penalty to -1. Anything else I need to click
Nope.
with these?
That's fine.
Alrighty. Higher success, and I do get my free reroll. Is there any like limits on the free rerolls, or do I just
No.
always?
You always have them. That's the thing about free
it depends. So the thing is, free rerolls are dictated by your feats, right? So it says, for example, you have, because you have marksman, right?
We
Actually, you don't have the pistol.
Yeah, it's a gunslinger. Yeah, gunslinger specifically for pistols.
So you
Yeah,
don't.
marksman. That's what I mean. Like marksman doesn't have that. I don't know if like military background would apply to this.
No.
Gotcha. Yeah, higher success then.
But yeah, still that's another. So successes basically convert in multiples of 3. So you got a critical success equals 3 basic successes, and so on. That's why, yeah, you just start shooting, and unlike unfortunately, because you're coming from the back, they're not really expecting it, so they don't have any cover as well. Just gun down another one. As the third one will get to shoot back at you because you are definitely more exposed than Gustav in the fucking apartment. So you will have to give me a defense roll.
Probably dexterity or cool.
Depending on how you wanna defend, because no, there's no way dexterity rolls for this.
Yeah.
No, this would because you have like actual endure stunt if you wanna start doing like action movie, like you just like try and like dodge out of the way, maybe hide behind one of the cars completely. So that's up to you. As you see the third security agent turn towards you, Ava, and start shooting back. What are you doing? How are you like defending against this?
Yeah, no, she's making like a dive for cover.
Yeah, give me a stunt roll. That's a 1 critical.
Okay, let's roll failure.
Um, pretty sure that's. Don't wanna fuck up.
I did see. I think if it's a danger roll, you fail a crit. It is like
Yeah, it depends on the threat level of the guy.
Yes. So you lose. Yeah. So you lose 3 grit as you dive for one of the cars as you like scrape on the asphalt. It's not a very elegant roll as you just get out of the way of the bullet fire. And now Gustav, I presume you want to take out the third guy.
Wait, do I just click on the shields to mark crit, or
Double click them.
Yeah, click on the shield. Yeah, the third shield.
okay, yeah, double click them. Yeah.
I'll take out the last guy. I'll like to re-roll that. I forgot to set the basic, but yeah, but let's see. Maybe I'll do more damage. It's a crit.
As yeah, you finish as you kill the last person. As well, you don't see the guy, so this will be up to Ava. But yeah, Ava, you do see that the third guy has been gunned down.
Yeah, picking herself up. She's gonna go to the car to fucking drag Dixon out.
As yeah, as you walk up to the car, you do see like this like plump older man just sort of cowering for his life. It's like, what do you want?
Dixon,
Listen, I have
out of
money.
the car. You want to live out of the car.
As he's gonna like sort of start crawling out, he like kind of stumbles into one of the dead bodies.
Yeah. And once he's out of the car, she's just going to shoot right into his kneecap with the shotgun.
As you level the shotgun and you completely obliterate one of his legs, he starts screaming as he collapses onto the ground. Blood starts oozing everywhere.
And assuming I have the time, now that his mouth's open, she's going to shove the barrel down his throat and fucking fire again.
As you do that, the screaming stops abruptly with a bang as the brain and skull gets completely shattered and sort of spread across the side of the vehicle. As well, you both need to still leave. The private security team still might like find their way here. So I'm gonna need. Let's see. Probably either a drive. If one of you has a good drive, you can probably just get the fuck out of there.
Do you have a good drive? Do you?
5 total.
Yeah.
I have 4 total.
Gonna say or just stealth your way. That'll
Yeah.
just take longer. So up to you.
Yeah, I'll stealth my way to the Belmont. Yeah, there's enough.
Yeah, I'll do the drive. My drive better.
Yeah. I'll say drive is one basic, stealth is one crit.
Right. I'll spend the adrenaline to get the +1, right?
Yeah.
I'll do a free reroll because I assume my
That's
what a glorious roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Holy shit.
What a glorious roll.
That's like,
Let's marvel at that roll for a second. Luckily, I have a free reroll.
Roll that before I go.
Yeah. I'm just marveling at that for a second, but yeah. Luckily, I picked Shadow for this reason. There we go. Extreme success.
Okay.
That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Drive. Higher success.
Shit.
Holy shit, that's an impossible.
Yeah.
Not her first urban hit.
You're fucking ghosts. You're gone before they even are even in the same fucking neighborhood. Point as you dump the weapons, your gear, everything, incriminating, and well, I guess make your way to the Belmont. As we'll kind of walk in, and as you like hand over the business card, the receptionist will sort of walk you one of the business rooms, just like last time. Get let through, and you will see again Mr. Anderson smoking. Oh. I didn't hear anything, but suppose that's good for now.
No. The papers probably pick it up soon. No.
Sure they
They'll
will.
pick up pieces of. They'll be picking up the pieces of his brain soon enough.
Wonderful. I may have a request. I want you to stay here until we verify everything, and we'll have the payment ready in a few hours. Until then, feel free to enjoy a good meal, a good drink. I assure you they have the finest here. All in the house.
Much obliged.
Cheers to that.
As
One.
sorry, go ahead.
That's it. Yeah, just have a look at Eva. Want to enjoy our mysterious G-Man's hospitality at the bar?
Let's see what they can get here. Enjoyed American hospitality before.
So hopefully there's some good fucking cigars.
Well, as you go into sort of the this place has like a lobby area, but as you will sort of go past that and the amenities area, they do have a bar, maybe a restaurant, but you can see sort of further in the back what look like poker tables as well, and other. I wouldn't call them sports, like bar sports, but like pool, right? So they would have things like that here for guests to enjoy. As yeah, you can order a couple of drinks, enjoy a meal. If any of you want to engage with anything else or have any conversations with each other, the food and drink is very good.
No, his vice is listen. He's not unlike someone else. Unlike a different agent.
No. Gambling table, that's not calling to anyone.
Gustav enjoys his
Listen, Ava's what you'd call a smart person. She never gambles with her money, only her life.
Yeah. We don't win. I'll enjoy my fine cigars and tequila. Hopefully they have real Cuban imports.
Yeah, no.
That got past Gustavo enjoyed that. It got past the blockade.
Only the best here. Eventually you will sort of actually give me a second.
Sadly, none of us is a professional gambler, unlike a certain someone.
I want to see how the fuck. Okay. I was like, how did televisions look back then? Okay. I see that. Yeah, you see there is in one of the corners like a blocky television that sort of is on the news, and in a few hours you will see a news report as the tragedy of Mr. Dixon, one of of New York's very prominent public officials. He was planning on maybe running for mayor in the future, but alas, such a tragedy.
What party was he? Republican or Democrat? Curious. This is
I asked that for out of character.
out of character. Gustav, this is me for out of character reasons. This is
Listen, now, Gustav, you remember why you read, because he doesn't have, let's just say, the most progressive agenda. He was in fact a staunch opponent on certain laws that were passed recently.
It's nice to see that both Gustav and Mac completely racially profiled him correctly of his name.
Yeah, he was also involved in. You remember, he maybe have been involved in some sort of scandals, because technically it is illegal to deny certain people loans based on certain criteria. This guy was in a bit of a scandal about that.
He was redlining.
He was redlining. Not anymore, though. As well as, his somewhat dubious connections to certain, oil companies in the Middle East, but it's irrelevant now. Dead.
Saudi Aramco, I can't believe it.
It's a tragedy, as I'm sure a lot of the people there's a surprising amount of political support for the guy that comes out, and they're giving interviews and such. As you're like sitting on the table, kind of watching the news. I'm not sure there's any reactions to that.
No, honestly. Yeah, no, Ava just looked to that and just. Nah, I've killed worse.
Another greedy, fat, corrupt politician. Another one will just replace him. Job's a good one.
It was good shooting you did.
I think. Thanks. I was handling yourself pretty well down there. What's your background? Military or intelligence?
Military intelligence. Mossad.
Oh.
On my first urban removal.
It was Israeli, so we heard quite a few horror stories about your old troop. I'm not sure if they're old or current.
Maybe we'll just say working relation with the Americans.
A liaison, I see.
What about you? Don't know if we have no, self-taught, or do you actually have proper experience?
Family business, one might say. Cuban American mob. Family ran away from Cuba after certain events in 53. Most of my work in the southern United States and Florida. Some that showed south across the border, though, or even further south. Since not every G-man can speak Spanish.
Yeah, she'll laugh at that. You'd be surprised how often worked with both Americans who couldn't speak the local language.
Typical of the gringos.
Bet you imagine if they found the right kind of guy who could speak the right languages, they'd be desperate to get him. They look at the camera.
Absolutely. What they would pay for a guy who can speak 3 languages. So look at the camera.
Especially if they were distant languages, not related to each other. You could find anyone who could speak Ukrainian and Russian, or
Maybe
Hebrew Arabic.
or maybe Swahili, Russian, and English. That's kind of a special blend.
Yeah. You're a guy, I suppose. Stare at the camera.
So you will be staying in the Back Apple or moving on?
Depends. To be honest, sent here for, well, you said liaison's not the worst way to put it. It's just, vacation's the way I like to put it.
No.
And the jobs, if the rest of the jobs here are like this, it is going to be a vacation compared to back home.
Yeah, dodging KGB agents in Tel Aviv probably ain't as much fun as this. With some of Nasser's boys.
Okay, Soviets, Egyptians, Black Hand, other militant groups. It's messy work. Keeps you sharp.
Yeah. Unlike over here, you can't just escape to the swamps and just go under into some bumfuck town. Nowhere to dodge, and out there, kind of boxed in.
Sure, not at that.
Well,
And there's plenty of ways to survive in the desert if you know what you're doing, but almost no tree cover. The main areas that are actually livable are known. Anyone does anything, nah. You'll find him in a week. You'll find him in a week or two.
yeah. Lone individuals wandering the deserts are not exactly common, I imagine.
And the north of the Syrian border, it's the Druze. A lot of them are shepherds, but yeah, they got settled. They got settled after the war.
Nah. Unfortunately, I don't think you look exactly the Bedouin type.
Oh, unfortunately. That's why I'm not the one that does I'm not the one that does the most. Not usually the one that does the intel gathering.
Yeah, I saw that down there. Well, Miss Ava, I think you should enjoy your vacation before you get called back to Washington, Langley, or Tel Aviv.
Say that there's an individual that kind of approaches you and says, "Mind if I take a seat?"
Chair's open.
As he has a clear, like, sort of foreign accent, probably Russian, you would assume. He, like, sits down. Says, "Much obliged." Couldn't help but notice news coverage. Mighty fine work. You
Thanks.
wouldn't be open to waiting a few more days. I have a potential freelance contract. And, well, after such stellar performance,
Depends on the job details.
I think you'll find that some of them are quite similar to your previous arrangement. My name is Radmir. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure.
We are gonna put down a photo. They are waiting for a man to arrive. The details of his travels are not fully confirmed yet. Give or take a week, maybe two at most. As yeah, you'll see a photo of a man. Let me just post it in the chat. This guy.
For context, this is Hates PC.
I know.
Okay, good.
Goes by the name of Roy Mathers, and well, Mr. Mathers has decided to get involved with certain people that, well, he shouldn't have.
Any particular connections we should know? Feds, criminal underworld, foreign intelligence services.
He probably has some. Are they irrelevant though?
Understood. All I want to know.
I will then be in contact with you coming days. Let you know what updates he has on the flight schedule.
I'll be waiting to hear from you.
I knew you were the right people for the job. Enjoy the services here. Have a good night. Gonna get up and walk away.
Seems vacation now. Just a lone guy with no friends. Seems like an easy pick. Seems to me this is like a vacation for you, Ava.
Just look at the photo. Doesn't look like much.
I didn't want to say he looks like a bit of like a princess to me, but yeah, he looks a bit effeminate.
She'll she'll even say, you can look at his hands. It's has some firearms training, but it's well, Maybe he does other work with his hands, but it's not shooting mostly.
Well, listen, I'd say it's a kind of shooting.
Well, here's to another successful mission.
Another successful mission. As you'll pick up a glass and
That note, the ending